A group of employees was working in a software company. It was a team of 30 employees. This was a young, energetic, and dynamic team with keen enthusiasm and desire to learn and grow. The management decided to teach the employees about finding real solutions to problems. The team was called to play a game in a banquet hall. The group was quite surprised as they were called for playing a game. All reached the venue holding various thoughts. As they entered the hall, they found the hall decorated beautifully with colorful decorative papers and balloons all over the place. It was more like a kids' play area than a corporate meeting hall. Everyone was surprised and gazed at each other. Also, there was a huge box of balloons placed at the center of the hall. The team leader asked everyone to pick a balloon from the box and asked them to blow it. Everyone happily picked a balloon and blew it. Then, the team leader asked them to write their names on their balloon carefully so that the balloons didn't blow up. All tried to write their names on the balloons, but not everyone was successful. A few balloons blew up due to pressure, and they were given another chance to use another balloon. Those who failed to mark their names, even after the second chance, were ruled out of the game. After the second chance, 25 employees were qualified for the next level. All the balloons were collected and then put into a room. The team leader announced the employees to go to the room and pick the same balloon that had his name on it. Also, he told them that no balloon should blow up and warned them to be very careful. All 25 employees reached the room where the balloons carrying their names were thrown here and there and were searching for the respective balloons carrying their names. While they were in a rush to find the respective balloons, they tried not to burst the balloons. It was almost 15 minutes, and no one was able to find the balloon carrying their own name. The team was told that the second level of the game was over. Now, it is the third and final level. They asked the employees to pick any balloon in the room and give it to the person named on the balloon. Within a couple of minutes, all the balloons reached the hands of the respective employee, and everyone reached the hall. The team leader announced, "This is called real solutions to the problems." Everyone is frantically hunting for solutions to the problems without understanding the ideal ways. Many times, sharing and helping others give you real solutions to all problems. Help out each other to ease things. A rich man's son was graduating from college. For months, the son was asking his father for a new car, knowing that his father had more than enough money. When graduation day came, the young man's father called him into the study. The father handed him a wrapped gift and congratulated the newly about to be graduated on his achievement. Looking disappointed, the son opened the gift to find a lovely leather-bound journal with the young man's name embossed on the cover. He angrily raised his voice, threw down the journal, and stormed out. The young man had not seen his father since graduation day. He became successful and was wealthy like his father, with a beautiful home and family. He came to realize his father was aging, and it may be time to put the past behind them. Just then, he received a message that his father had passed, and he had to return home to take care of the estate. As the morning sun regretfully returned home, he began searching through his father's important papers and saw that still new journal, just as he had left it. He opened it, and as he flipped through the pages, a car key dropped from the back of the journal. A dealer tag was attached to the key that read, "Paid in full." Wherever this car takes you, write about it to remember it forever. Love, Dad. No matter what you expect, be grateful for what you were given. It may be more of a blessing than you think. Little Molly lived in a small, beautiful town. Her tiny house was constructed on the banks of a beautiful river near the mountain. She was the only daughter of her parents. Although they weren't very rich, they lived happily. Her house was surrounded by huge trees and beautiful plants. It was a single-bedded house made of woods. Molly did not like her house very much. She felt that the house was too small and not very neat. Little Molly was very fond of the mountain. The steep and sloppy mountain had a beautiful but abandoned castle-like home with golden windows. Yes, she liked the home on top of the mountain because of the glittering golden windows. The windows sparkled and glowed so beautifully that little Molly was completely mesmerized. She went crazy for the glittering golden windows, and she started to hate her home more. However, little Molly was so sweet and she understood the struggles her family was undergoing, so she accepted everything silently. Still, her desire went on growing. Years passed by, and she grew up quickly. She became 12 years old and looked very beautiful, like a golden princess. She believed that she was supposed to live in a house with golden windows, not in an old wooden house. As she grew older, her mom allowed her to move around her house. It was holidays for Molly, and she requested her mom that she wanted to wander in the garden near the river. Her mom also agreed and told her not to go too far. Molly decided to climb the mountain and peek into the house with the golden windows. She took her bicycle and started her journey towards reaching the top of the mountain. She found a narrow road in the mountain towards the abandoned home. With so many struggles, she reached the top of the mountain. She was so shocked to see the dirtiest house, in fact, the damaged castle with dark windows. What she used to see from her home wasn't there in the mountain. Yes, the golden windows she saw from the lap of the mountain were, in fact, the reflection of the dark and dirty windows. She was very upset and sat quietly for some time, lost for words. Her desire got vanished. Suddenly, she looked at her home. A window in her house was shining like gold. She realized that the sun rays reflecting in the water made the window glow. The truth was, she lived in her dream home, the home with beautiful golden windows. She realized it too late. What she dreamed for years just vanished away. So, understand that all that glitters are not gold.